Hey, it's Candice Quinn with Contract Tech, and today we're talking about something law school never told you, shocker, and it's that you are a salesperson in addition to being a lawyer. Did you know that? Did you know you're a salesperson? I know you're cringing, right? Because we all love to mock salespeople, but we're one of them? Yeah, we're one of them. We really are.
How? How? I don't know.
Now, you're thinking, Candice, I went to law school to be a lawyer. I'm not here to sell used cars. Right, you're not selling used cars. You're not doing that. But here's the truth. Whether you're trying to land clients, make partner, get a better in-house role, or just get your boss to listen to you, you are being a salesperson. And if you're not good at selling, well, your career is gonna fall flat pretty fast. So let's fix that. So today, I'm gonna give you 5 tips so you can be better at selling yourself and your services, all without feeling like a sleazy used car salesman. Tip number 1, stop selling legal services and start selling solutions. Here's what most lawyers do wrong. They sell their credentials, and credentials are great. I mean, we need them, but that's not what the customer buys. I'm a litigation attorney with 10 years of experience. Like, cool, bro, awesome. But nobody wakes up and thinks, I really need a litigator today. That's not how this goes. Instead, they wake up thinking, I'm getting sued and I need help. You need to speak to the problem the client has, not the process. In other words, sell the solution. You can get them the outcome that they want. Instead of saying, I'm a corporate attorney specializing in M&A, say, I help business owners close deals without getting screwed in the fine print. Instead of saying, I handle employment law matters, say, I help companies avoid 6-figure lawsuits by getting their hiring and firing processes on point. See the difference? You're not selling legal services, you're selling peace of mind. You're letting them sleep at night, and you're selling the outcome they actually care about. So in order to help you do this better, right now, go ahead and write down what you do. Then ask yourself, so what? Why should they care? And keep asking yourself that until you get the real value that you provide. So for me, as Candice Quinn, legal coach and mentor, I can help you increase your salary by 20% within the next year. Simple. That's what I can do for you. Number 2, master the 30-second so what test. This tip builds on number 1 because it asks you to develop your elevator pitch in a way that doesn't put people to sleep.
Boring.
Most lawyers sound like this. I work at Smith & Jones and I'm in the M&A department. I've handled $20 million deals and up for the last 5 years. Boring.
Boring.
If you just fell asleep listening to that, imagine how like a non-attorney feels listening to that. Pretty bored, right? So try this instead. I keep CFOs out of jail by making sure their disclosure statements don't blow up in an SEC investigation. Boom. Now you have their attention. Practice your pitch until it's clear that you can deliver it to an Uber driver and they will understand what you do. If the person can't repeat it back to you, reworded, then it's too complicated. Okay, for this one, you need to record yourself giving your elevator speech, because how you look and the intonation of your voice matters a lot. If you're bored watching it back, your audience definitely is bored watching it back. So just keep rewriting it and refilming it and watching it until it passes the so what test. Number 3, start building relationships before you actually need them. The worst time to start networking is when you're desperate for clients or a new position, but that's exactly when most attorneys actually start focusing on it. Successful lawyers, the ones who always land on their feet, they are always networking. In fact, they focus on building relationships when they don't need anything, and they focus on building relationships where they can provide value to the other person. This doesn't mean attending fake networking events where you're just throwing your cards at people. This means developing real, actual relationships, going for coffee with one other person, having a quick lunch with a couple of people. These are ways that you can build real, actual relationships that actually have nothing to do with networking at the beginning, but these are people that you can be there for and they can be there for you when something is needed. So it's things like staying in touch with former colleagues or classmates, or catching up with new people that you may have met at a networking event. Don't have an agenda, just catch up and meaningfully connect with people. That is the best way to network and is the hack I give if you are bad at traditional networking. Because we all know this, when someone needs a lawyer, they're not Googling best contract lawyer. They're thinking, who do I know? And if you can be the name that comes to the top of someone's head, then you're gonna get that opportunity to help someone at that point. So right now, I want you to pause this video.
Look around, everybody around you.
And I want you to send a message to one person, just one, and ask them to have coffee today, this week, next week, whatever works for you. But see if you can get something set right now. No ulterior motive, just grab a coffee and catch up. Tip number 4, get comfortable talking about money without apologizing. Raise your hand if you've ever mumbled your way through a pricing conversation with a client. Yeah, that's me. I've totally done that. Or if you immediately offered a discount because you felt like the client wouldn't take the price that you offered. I did that too, right? I did that too. Or maybe you said something like, I know it's a lot, but we've all been there. And it's okay, because we're going to get better. I'm going to teach you how to get better at talking about money without apologizing. Your expertise has value. And if you don't believe that, then your client won't either. So you need to be confident when you state your pricing. You need to practice saying your rates or your flat fees out loud until you are comfortable doing it. Literally, stand in front of a mirror and say, my rate is $350 an hour. Or this project will cost $5,000 without flinching. And my ultimate hack is don't give them just one option. Give them 3 different options at 3 different price points with 3 different levels of effort from you. And that way the client can choose what they are comfortable with, and they will feel like they have to choose one of those options, because there won't be an option of don't hire me. It'll be like, hire me to do this at this amount, hire me to do a little bit more at a little bit higher amount, and hire me to do the most at the highest amount. And they will choose where they financially can do it and where they're emotionally and mentally comfortable with you. This gives the client control because they get to choose how to work with you, and it anchors your value higher. So your next action step is to create 3 tiers of pricing that you can offer for the next client that you're going to see. Then practice presenting them to a camera without apologizing, without flinching, and with confidence. For example, in my coaching, the senior partner tier is $5,000 for a 8-week program. That is how I would present that. And I do have options. I do have tiers. If you want to see them, go to my website, contracthack.com. Tip number 5, follow up like your career depends on it, because it does depend on it. This stat will blow your mind. 80% of sales happen after the 5th follow-up. So if you aren't following up, you are leaving money on the table. If you only send 1 or 2 emails and don't get a response, well, don't give up. Keep doing those follow-ups. Even if it's not intentional, just like, hey, let me know if you found someone to help you with this, or let me know if you went another direction, because a lot of times things just get lost in people's email. They're busy, they're focused on other things, or they're avoiding this horrible thing they don't want to focus on, and they just forget. And the key is, don't just send the same email every time. Like, make it a little bit different and try to add value. Like, hey, I'd love to help you with this. I had some thoughts of some notes or direction we could go in, and kind of jot those down for them and see if that helps them make a decision. And definitely mix up your channels too. Like, don't just do email. Maybe pick up the phone and call them, or if you're connected on LinkedIn, send a message on there. I mean, obviously nothing too public, but definitely, try a text, whatever way you may be able to communicate with them, because that they may not be focused on just one method. They may not be focused on their email box. So for this step, make a list of 5 people that you can follow up with today. Then reach out to just one of those people with something valuable that you can follow up with. So maybe it's an article, maybe it's a plan of attack that you've thought of, maybe it's another attorney that you think would be a good reference for them. Whatever it is, just follow up with one person and try to add value to their day today. Okay, so let's recap. Stop selling legal services and start selling solutions. Master the 30-second so what test. Build those relationships before you need them. Get comfortable talking about money with no apologies. None. Follow up like your career depends on it. Here's the reality. Law school taught you to be responsible and let your work speak for itself, but that's not always how it works. I mean, we all know the phrase, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So if you are the one that is more confident and you are the one who is following up and talking about money confidently and selling your solution, then you might be the one that actually gets the work. And none of this has to be sleazy. Sales isn't sleazy. I mean, the person came to you because they have a problem that they need solved. And if you can give them the solution to that problem, problem and you can make them feel comfortable and confident with you, then you are probably going to get the work. But what's not going to happen is success is not going to fall into your lap. You need to go out and get it. So get out there and make it happen. And if you would like to talk with me about how you can better sell yourself, if you're looking to make a career move, go ahead and schedule a free call with me. The link is in the pinned comment in the description below. Bye for now, hackers.